Let's do it together.
Good morning, first graders. Happy Tuesday. Do you want to say good morning?
Good morning.
So today in science, your learning target is going to be I can identify the parts of a plant. So we have something really special. A teacher from Madrona created a wonderful song for you. You are going to sing along with her for your warm-up. If you would like the words to the song, grab your science journal and turn to the very first page. And you have the lyrics to the parts of a plant song. When you come back after the song, we will label parts of a plant and then make observations of our own plants. If you have them at home, or you're going to make observations of Miss Taylor's plants at home. But let me just say, a couple of them have grown so much. It's unbelievable. So don't forget at the end of this video to submit both of your science entries for today to Class Dojo so you can earn a point. All right, first graders, and then you can eventually see Miss Taylor get a pie in her face. Oh my goodness. Okay, bye first graders.
It's going. Hi everyone, it's Miss Kavanaugh, and this is my daughter Gabriella. Hi. She has a ukulele, and we are going to sing parts of the plants. Here we go. Oh, do you know the parts of plants, the parts of plants, the parts of plants? Do you know the parts of plants that make them grow and grow? The roots, they hold the plant in place, the plant in place, the plant in place. The roots, they hold the plant in place, soak up food and water too. The stem moves water up the plant, up the plant, up the plant. The stem moves water up the plant, brings water into the leaves. The leaves soak up the rays of sun, the rays of sun, the rays of sun. The leaves soak up the rays of sun and help the plant make food. The flower grows into a fruit, into a fruit, into a fruit. The flower grows into a fruit which holds the tiny seeds. Now you know the parts of plants, the parts of plants, the parts of plants. Now you know the parts of plants that make them grow and grow. Thank you for watching. Sing it on your own. Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, first graders, you are going to need your science journal and a pen or a pencil. If you have markers and crayons, you can also grab those, but it's not needed. The first page in your journal is the parts of the plant song that Miss Kavanaugh just sang. So if you would like to sing it at home, you can read the words to it. So go to the first clean page in your journal. And we're going to make sure we write our names and date. Do you guys like my new mechanical pencil? Maybe you will get one when you hit your 20 Class Dojo points for Miss Taylor to send you a letter and a special gift. Okay, so for the parts of the plant, we're going to start with the soil that we need to plant our seed in. And now the first part of our plant is the roots. So the roots underneath the soil, they hold down the plant. Remember, if you need more time to catch up with Miss Taylor, you can always pause the video and unpause it when you're ready to move on. So we have soil and the roots. Okay, now Miss Taylor is drawing the stem of our plant. So the roots will soak up all the water from the soil and carry it up to the stem, and the water travels throughout the stem. Okay, the next part of our plant are the leaves. Remember, the leaves are what does photosynthesis. So remember, photosynthesis is when the plant uses the energy from the sun to make its own food. It's a really long word. Make sure you get all those letters in there. But that is photosynthesis. Okay, the next part of the plant that Miss Taylor will be drawing is the flower. And then once the flower continues to grow, it will eventually turn into a fruit or a vegetable. So Miss Taylor's plant is a tomato plant. So my flower is turning into a tomato fruit. Or is tomato a vegetable? Miss Taylor's gonna have to look that up. Okay, so we have soil, roots, and then we have the stem that comes from the roots. And then we have leaves that make photosynthesis from the sun. And then we have flowers, and the flowers turn into a fruit. Good work, first graders. If you need more time, make sure you pause the video at the bottom of your beautiful photo and labels. I want you to write the title of this page, which is Parts of a Plant. Okay, keep your journal out after you are done, because we are going to make some observations of our plants at Miss Taylor's house or at your own house and write down an observation. Okay, let's observe what our plants have done. So, here are all our plants. Miss Taylor, I want you to use your sense of seeing to observe. So right here is our kidney bean. What can we observe about our kidney bean? Miss Taylor observes bark inside the soil. Okay, let's go to our next one. What are we observing with our sense of sight for our corn? This is our corn seed. I don't observe a sprout yet. Okay, let's go to our next one. Here is our pea seed. Let's take a look, because I do see a sprout. I see leaves, it looks like, coming from our sprout. Okay, our next one is our pumpkin. I observe that there's water on the soil. Okay, our last one is our lima bean. Whoa. I observe a stem starting to come out. The stem is green. I don't see any leaves yet. Okay, first graders, please go take out your science journal and we are going to write down some of our observations. Okay, first graders, what we are going to do is we are going to track the height of our stems to our plants. So to do that, we are using something called a measuring tape. Very similar to a ruler, just much larger. And so on one side, let's see, this is when Miss Taylor put her phone down. There we go. On one side, you can measure by centimeters, and the other side is inches. So we are going to, since in class we measured with centimeters, remember we use centimeter cubes to measure. We are going to use centimeters to measure our stems of our plants and track it. So we observed today that 2 of our plants actually have stems now. So we are going to measure them and write them in our journals. Okay, first graders, here we go. Okay, our first seed, our first plant is our pea seed. So let's get in there and measure it. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Let's turn it this way so we can see. There we go. Whoa, what's Miss Taylor doing? Okay. Here we go. All right, how high do we think it is? Miss Taylor's going to so I'm going all the way to the tippy top of where it ends, and it's close enough. I'm gonna round up to 5 centimeters. It's almost to that 5 centimeter point, so we're gonna round up to 5 centimeters. So our pea plant, record under your observation that our pea plant is 5 centimeters. Okay, our next plant with a stem is our lima bean. Let's measure how high our lima bean is. Okay, first graders, so it looks like our lima bean is hitting right, oh yes, I am using the right side, okay. Is hitting right at the 2 centimeter mark. So our lima bean stem is 2 centimeters high, and our pea seed stem is 5 centimeters high. Let's record that in our science journals. Okay, first graders, so now we are going to record our observations. We're on a new page of our science journal. Miss Taylor already sketched the cups of the plants in her journal, so if you need to pause your video and sketch the cups of the journal, please pause the video. And then I also did my pea observation. I drew a picture of the pea plant and I wrote 5 centimeters high and drew an arrow to it to record our measurement. And now I am sketching the lima bean plant and I have it in front of me. So if you would like to pause the video to draw your observations, pause the video and you can go back to when Miss Taylor recorded the images of the plants, then go back there to look at the plants while you are sketching. Okay, and then after you're done, you're gonna write a sentence of one observation you made. So Miss Taylor right now is writing a sentence. Make sure you have a capital letter at the beginning of your sentence and finger spaces between your words and punctuation at the end. So that could be a period, that could be an exclamation point. Okay, so Miss Taylor's sentence says, I observed that the pea's stem is 3 centimeters higher than the lima bean. I'm adding the date. Today is May 5th, 2020, and Miss Taylor needs to write her name. So don't forget to sketch your observations. Write me one observation that you observed with a capital letter, finger spaces, and punctuation, and turn it into Class Dojo.